JISOO arrives at the ALO Pop-Up Store, and the atmosphere instantly transforms into a sea of fans and flashing cameras. The air is electric. Screams echo through the streets. Every eye locks onto one figure, Kim JISOO, Blackpink's visual queen, radiating that unexplainable aura only she can carry. But hold on, this isn't just another fashion appearance. Because after the event, JISOO finally spoke about someone no one expected, ZAYN MALIK. Yes, ZAYN MALIK. Before we dive in, hit that like button, turn on the notification bell, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think there's something real between JISOO and ZAYN? Because once you hear the full story, your answer might change completely. It all started in Seoul, at the ALO Pop-Up Store event. It wasn't just another brand showcase, it was a collision between K-pop glamour and global pop culture. JISOO walked in wearing an all-white ALO set, minimal, elegant, and powerful. Every step looked choreographed, every smile deliberate. But behind that calm, graceful demeanor, something felt different. Something no one was ready for. As the event wrapped up, reporters fired off the usual questions, about fashion, about her upcoming solo work, about Blackpink. But then someone asked one name. ZAYN MALIK. Silence. The air froze. The mic hovered mid-air. JISOO looked up, smiled faintly, and said, "ZAYN is someone I really respect. We've talked a few times, about music." Simple words, but they hit like thunder. Within hours, that clip went viral. Hashtags #JISOO ZAYN and #JISOO@ALO trended globally across X and TikTok. Fans started connecting dots. Had they met before? Were they collaborating? Or was there something deeper brewing behind the scenes? But before jumping to conclusions, here's what most people missed. A month earlier, ZAYN had liked one of JISOO's Instagram posts, right after she shared behind-the-scenes photos from her Dior shoot. At the time, fans thought it was coincidence. But now? That one like feels like the start of something much bigger. And stay tuned, because in the middle of this story, there's a huge twist that no one has fully reported before. Yes, we're talking about a secret moment in Paris that changes everything. Hold on to that thought. Back at the ALO event, fans recorded snippets from behind the stage. In one of them, you can faintly hear JISOO's voice saying, "He's really polite, and we share the same vision about music." That one sentence sent the internet into meltdown. Within minutes, international fan accounts were dissecting every word, every tone, every gesture. Soon, fans uncovered a trail of subtle interactions, ZAYN commenting on a post praising Blackpink's aesthetics years ago, and JISOO once mentioning in an interview that she admired artists with emotional, unique voices. Individually, these moments meant nothing. Together, they painted a thrilling picture, a possible creative connection that crossed genres, languages, and continents. Then, pattern interrupt. Imagine this moment. A camera zooms in on JISOO's face, lighting shifts cooler, and her eyes glimmer under the spotlight. "I think when two different worlds meet, something beautiful can happen," she said softly. The audience didn't realize it yet, but that line would send shockwaves across social media. Who were the two worlds she meant? K-pop and Western pop? Or two people, two hearts, who shouldn't have crossed paths, but somehow did? Now let's get to the Paris twist, the one that kept fans awake all night. Several fashion insiders revealed that JISOO and ZAYN were both spotted backstage at Paris Fashion Week, behind the Valentino show. A blurry leaked photo showed two silhouettes, one unmistakably JISOO, the other a man with golden brown hair that looked a lot like ZAYN. The image wasn't clear, but the internet didn't need clarity, it needed a story. And that was enough to explode. Is this a secret collaboration? Is ZAYN featured in JISOO's next album? Theories flooded every platform. Days later, JISOO added fuel to the fire. In a radio interview, she said, "I'm inspired by artists who combine emotion and beauty in their music. There's one person I really admire for that." When asked if that person was from the West, she smiled and whispered, "Maybe." The internet erupted. Fan edits showing JISOO and ZAYN singing together racked up millions of views. Producers chimed in, calling the idea of a JISOO-ZAYN duet a game changer for international pop. Memes, theories, and reaction videos flooded YouTube and TikTok, but behind the noise, there was another layer. A fashion insider revealed that JISOO and ZAYN's connection might go back further than anyone realized. They had a brief conversation during a Dior event in London last year, the source said. They share a creative vision, especially on blending music and fashion storytelling. If true, that means this isn't just a random moment, it's the continuation of a long, quiet build-up between two artistic worlds, and yet, JISOO remained her calm, mysterious self. As the ALO event ended, she waved to fans, thanked them sweetly, and prepared to leave. But one camera caught something unusual, JISOO, smiling at her staff and saying softly, "I hope people understand, sometimes inspiration comes from unexpected people." That single sentence became a worldwide headline. Was she talking about ZAYN? Or simply about her own journey as an artist? Tempo shift. The music fades, the camera zooms out. The internet catches fire once again. The hashtag JISOO speaks about ZAYN climbs to the #1 global trend. TikTok clips of her short answer hit 50 million views in 24 hours. Comment sections explode. She finally said his name. ZAYN and JISOO? This is wild. If they duet, it's over for everyone. And just when fans thought it couldn't get crazier, ZAYN Malik himself posted an Instagram story. A short instrumental clip, with the caption, "Inspiration comes in many forms." The exact same phrase JISOO used earlier. Coincidence, or confirmation? The tension skyrockets. Two worlds that once felt galaxies apart, K-pop and Western pop, suddenly feel inches away from merging. Everyone's waiting, breath held. Is this the beginning of the biggest collaboration in modern pop? Or just a beautiful misunderstanding born from mutual respect and global imagination? One thing's for sure, JISOO's appearance at the ALO Pop-Up Store has become one of the defining pop culture moments of the year. She didn't just represent a brand, she represented evolution. The moment when K-pop's influence reached across the globe and shook hands with Western artistry. And somewhere behind that serene smile, something is being prepared. Something bigger than anyone expects. So, what do you think? Is this the start of a JISOO x ZAYN collaboration, or just the spark of a legend the internet created? Drop your thoughts below, and make sure to subscribe, because when the truth finally drops, you'll want to be the first to know, because one thing's certain, behind the dazzling lights of ALO's pop-up store, JISOO didn't just attend an event, she opened a new chapter. Not just in fashion, but possibly, in the future of global music itself. And just when everyone thought the story had reached its peak, something unexpected happened, something that sent the fandom spiraling into another wave of chaos. 3 days after the ALO event, a mysterious playlist appeared on Spotify under an unverified account titled JXC Demos. Within hours, it was discovered, taken down, and re-uploaded across fan accounts. The playlist contained only 2 tracks, both untitled, but one of them featured a haunting female vocal with soft Korean pronunciation over a deep, atmospheric beat. Fans swore it sounded like JISOO's tone, paired with a low, husky harmony eerily similar to ZAYN's. Whether real or not, the world was hooked again. Clips of that supposed demo flooded TikTok and Twitter. Is this the leaked collab? Is this JISOO's English debut? The internet split into 2 camps, those who believed the leak was AI generated, and those convinced it was real, based on the subtle breathing and imperfections in the audio. Within 12 hours, the phrase JXC leak hit over 20 million mentions. Journalists began reaching out to YG Entertainment and ZAYN's team for confirmation, but both sides stayed silent. No denials. No confirmations. Just silence. The kind of silence that makes every rumor feel a little too true. Meanwhile, JISOO resurfaced on Weverse with a message to fans: "I'm working on something very special. Please wait a little longer." That one sentence reignited everything. She didn't mention ZAYN, didn't hint at music directly, but every fan could feel it. There was something behind those words. And for the first time in a while, JISOO seemed to enjoy the mystery. Cut to London, 2 days later. Paparazzi caught ZAYN walking out of a recording studio in Soho, wearing all black, hood up, earphones in. When asked by photographers if he was working with anyone from Korea, he smirked and simply said, "Good music speaks every language." That clip became the next viral explosion. Comments filled the internet, "He's teasing us. It's happening, I can feel it. This is bigger than anything we've seen in K-pop x Western collabs before." Pattern interrupt again. The screen cuts to black and then, boom, Jisoo's voice echoes from an old interview, "I don't want to be predictable. I want people to be surprised by what I do next." The tempo rises, the music shifts, tension builds. We're in the eye of the storm now. Fashion insiders began connecting dots between ALO, Dior, and RCA Records, Zayn's label. A rumor spread that ALO's event wasn't just a brand partnership, but a strategic gathering of global creatives ahead of a secret project titled SYNC. Some sources claimed the project would fuse fashion, visual art, and music into one global campaign. Jisoo as the face, Zayn as the voice. If true, it would mark a historic crossover between East and West pop icons, something not even Blackpink's earlier collaborations had achieved on this level. Fans started decoding every move, every outfit, every caption. Jisoo wore a silver ring on her right hand in a recent photo shoot, the same style Zayn wore in a post from months earlier. Coincidence? Maybe. But to a fandom starved for answers, every detail mattered. And maybe that's what made this story so captivating. It wasn't just about two celebrities, it was about two worlds slowly intertwining, one rumor at a time. Then came the bombshell. A private studio engineer in Los Angeles posted a now-deleted Instagram story, a dimly lit mixing board, with the caption, "Working with two legends from different worlds." The tags were blurred, but fans enhanced the image. One appeared to start with a J and end with OO. The other? Z. Within minutes, that post was gone. But screenshots spread faster than wildfire. Now everyone was convinced. It wasn't if, it was when. Music analysts began speculating about the sound. Would it be a soft R&B crossover? A moody ballad? A mix of English and Korean lyrics that could dominate both Billboard and Melon charts? Even major publications started to cover the whispers. Could Jisoo and Zayn redefine global pop collaboration? Wrote Rolling Stone Asia. If this is real, it's the most unexpected duo of the decade. And then, another shift in tone. Late at night, Jisoo posted a black and white photo on her Instagram story. It showed a microphone, a shadow of her silhouette, and a short caption, "Finishing touches." No hashtags. No tags. But the photo's lighting matched a studio in London, the same one Zayn had been seen at days earlier. The fandom didn't sleep that night. Across social media, countdowns began. Fan theories predicted a December release, some even claiming the song's title would be Boundless. Whether true or not, anticipation had already turned into obsession. Playlists were made. Edits were prepared. Even brands started joining the wave. ALO's official account commented under a fan post with just one emoji, "Fire." Zoom in one last time, close up on Jisoo, her eyes calm but unreadable, her voice echoing softly from an unseen clip. Music connects us all, even when we come from different stories. Fade to black, and now, the question that keeps echoing through every corner of the internet, is this connection between Jisoo and Zayn just artistic chemistry, or the beginning of a global cultural moment that will change pop forever? Whatever the truth is, one thing's undeniable. From a single smile at the ALO Pop-Up Store to whispers of a secret duet across continents, Jisoo has once again proven her power, not just as a global icon, but as the spark that can make the entire world stop, listen, and wonder. So stay tuned. Because if this story ends the way fans believe it will, we're not just witnessing a rumor, we're watching history unfold, note by note.